Hi, my name is Claudia, and I've been wanting to start this channel for almost a year. I'm an intuitive healer. I do body work locally here in Austin, and I also do remote healing and readings for anyone in the world. I inherited my first tarot card deck from my mom that passed away in 1999. It's a Spanish deck. It's pretty torn up. And I didn't pick up the cards for a really long time. And just started learning, mostly for self-purpose and indulgence, I guess, which kind of leads me to why I'm making this video. I don't know how many people resonate with the word twin flame, soulmate. Twin flame is supposed to be like the one, right? And while I do believe in all of that, it's easy to obsess, especially because traditionally the twin flame journey is so, it's such a learning experience. It brings things out in you that you didn't know existed. From the mirroring, sometimes you think that maybe this person might be toxic or karmic, or there's so much involved in this because it's like this person that can just really trigger you. And it could be a karmic. But let's just say it is your twin flame. And because of the ups and downs, the chasing, the running, all of these feelings that come up that don't feel very healthy, it could put us in a very anxious state of wanting more and wondering, are they for me? Are they going to come back? Are we going to talk? Are we finally going to be together? Are we going to be married? Is this my person? All the things that come up because you lack trust and you lack faith and you lack self-love. And I've learned this on my own journey. I thought a couple of different people were my twin flame. And at this point, I don't even care who is. The lessons that I've learned from the spiraling, from the anxiety, from the numerous thousands and thousands of pick-a-card readings that I have completely obsessively watched, 20 readings a day probably in some days, where tell me, what are they thinking and feeling for me today? Are they going to come back? All of this stuff, and then you want confirmation after confirmation just to hear the same message. And I mean, it's extremely toxic and very, very unhealthy. And I just want to get on here, and if anybody resonates with this, if anyone else has gone through this and maybe needs to hear this message, it absolutely has nothing to do with them. It all has to do with self-love and really tapping into yourself. Stop putting all of that love and all of that obsession into someone else outside of you. It is so empty. When you start pouring that love back into yourself, you manifest everything. And sometimes, and we've all heard this word, surrender. When you surrender and you just have faith that the universe, God, whoever you believe in, is absolutely going to have your back, is absolutely going to give you all of the abundance and all of the wonderful, beautiful feelings and things manifested onto the 3D. So rather than focusing on that thing that you want, whether it's the job, the money, the abundance, the girlfriend, boyfriend, partner, soulmate, twin flame, focus on yourself and bettering yourself, creating that abundance for yourself. I'm sure so many people are cringing right now because that's not what you want to hear. You want to hear that everything's going to be okay when they come back and you're going to be together and all of this stuff. But honestly, you will absolutely organically, magnetically attract all of the things, including the person that's right for you. It may not be the person that you're obsessing about. And that's okay, because someone better will come along. Someone who will really truly fulfill all of the wonderful things that you want in a relationship and in a partnership. And for me, I want it all. I want like unity and friendship and sex and passion and romance and drive and adventure. And I want all of these things to share with my person. And I can't do it from a place of depression and anxiety and fear. You're not going to attract from that place. So anyway, I came on here to express that out into the world, out into the universe, because sometimes it's okay to pull away and take back your power. That's it, you know? You just take back your power. And if that person is meant for you, they will do the same and work on themselves so that you both come together from a healthy place. And that doesn't mean that you have to be 100% healed or that you have to have that income already in place. And, you know, sometimes you can come together halfway and work on those things together. You know, but you have to come from a healthy place and have healthy intentions and start developing healthy habits. Communication is huge, huge. You have to be able to be vulnerable and communicate your feelings, your thoughts. That's the only way that you're going to start building trust, that the person is going to get to know you, vice versa. And spending time together, having fun, doing cool things, but also having moments of intimacy that doesn't involve sex, that where you're just holding each other or looking into each other's eyes and connecting on a different level. And you have to come from a healthy place in order for you to be able to have that and attract that person. And I know that I've had that lesson. Every time I think that I have my shit together, something comes up that is more eye-opening, you know? And just because I'm a healer and I help others for a living doesn't mean that my journey is over. It's not over at all. I'm still constantly working and healing. And before I do a cleansing, I went to go do a house cleansing, an unhexing. I had to really prepare for a few days and cleanse myself first. And in order for me to come from a place of goodness and purity to get rid of whatever negativity was there, you know? And I think that that's a reflection of how things should be in life. The massage school that I went to was heal yourself before you can heal others, was their every single day motto, and it was pounded into us. And a lot of people walked away and didn't come back to class because there was a lot of self-healing involved and inner child work and all of that stuff. I didn't learn until years later what it was to really work on my shadows and do the work that helped me realize that I had some toxic behaviors. I was self-sabotaging. I was afraid of happiness. And all of these things come from fear because of experience, right? Like, we've all had our heart broken. We've all been betrayed in some way. And it sucks. The healing and the pain that comes along with that fucking sucks. But here we are, right? We're still surviving. We're still trying to live our lives. But sometimes people just exist and they're not living. After a moment like that, a catastrophic heartbreak moment, and I'm coming from a place of emotional and physical loss, both of my parents, my brother recently in the last year and a half, who was only a year older than me, a year and a half older than me. And not to mention the numerous amount of times that I have fallen in love and have gotten my heart broken because the relationship didn't work out. And a lot of times it was me walking away and still feeling that heartbreak. But I know that I want happiness and I want a healthy relationship. And sometimes you can really, really try and talk and make an effort, and it's just, that journey is over with that person, and that's okay. And sometimes other people come along that spark up some other stuff, you know, and sometimes those feelings are of resentment and also heartbreak and loss because you poured your attention into someone that was only a lesson in your life. But that's only to prepare you for the real thing. So if you're on here seeking love and a love, pick a card or whatever, you're in the right place, but I'm going to focus on self-love. I'm not going to focus on the relationship, on whether or not that person loves you or wants to come back to you. Because it shouldn't matter. You need to have that happiness and that abundance first for yourself. You need to be your own best friend first. You need to self-care. You need to feel worthy. How is it that such a beautiful relationship is going to come into your life if you don't feel worthy of it? And you need to open yourself up to trusting that the person that comes into your life is not your ex. And I've done that. I've done that where someone recently triggered some stuff that came up because of my experiences with some people that were not worth my time. And I poured so much into it in hope that they were the one for me, because I wanted love. But I was looking for that love outside of myself. And you have to love yourself first before you can love someone else. And before you can receive it. And that's, I think, a huge key thing as well is, are you okay receiving love? Are you okay being loved? It's like that Lizzo song, right? Am I ready? Yeah, you know, are you? So if you're here because you feel like you're on a twin flame journey and you believe in soulmates and all of that, then I'm here to share that the journey begins with you. And be excited about yourself. Still love that person and hold them dear in your heart, you know, especially if there's not a whole lot of resentment around it. And even if there is, forgive them and burn it on a little piece of paper and let it float in the water, go to the ocean or the lake or something, you know, do a little ritual to just release them in love. You can't possibly be in a relationship with someone that you have resentment or hate towards or hurt, you know? Relationship is supposed to be surrounded by love and understanding and compromise. You're not always going to agree. You're not always going to see eye to eye on things. But if you come from a healthy place and you're if you come from a healthy place and you're willing to have an open mind because this is a person that you absolutely love and care about, then you have to have respect for them and what their thoughts and feelings are. And whatever that is valid, right? And you can change and you can grow together. You can talk about stuff to see their perspective, vice versa. But you also have to come from a place where your mind and your heart is open to them. Hear them out. Anyway, so I just came on here to sort of word vomit about the subject because it's been on my mind. I was gonna do a pick a card. I was trying to figure out like what is my niche here. You know, I have obsessively watched so many love pick a card readings in my life. And really I feel like it becomes a toxic, vicious cycle where you just keep trying to get that hit, right? That satisfaction. You watch something and it resonates and they said all the right things. And then, I don't know, 30 minutes later, you're like, let me watch another one. Or the next day, or every morning you have to like, what are they thinking about me now? What are they thinking about me now? How do they feel about me now? Are they like all of this stuff. What's their next move? And that's the other thing that you have to let go of is the timing. I am 100% not a very patient person when it comes to relationships. I'm so patient in other things, but sometimes I want to know, and things drive me crazy because I get frustrated and I don't always take my time. And I'm learning to. But you have to let go of the timing and just have trust and faith in God and the universe that they're going to provide at the right time. And again, that just goes back to the self-love thing, because you have to be in the right place to receive it. That's the only way to manifest anything, is being open to receive. If you listen to Abraham Hicks or Seth Dyer, and I did say Seth, not Wayne, these and so many other people that I listen to too. The Dollhouse, I love watching that channel. She's constantly talking about self-empowerment and being your own badass bitch. Like, that's exactly what you need to do, is just come from that place of power and fucking go get it. Do it. get that thing, whatever it is that you, whatever it is that you want to do, right? Like, go and fucking do it. Nothing's stopping you. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. We stop ourselves from doing things, and it always comes from a place of fear. So, I don't know. I think my readings are going to be focused on self-empowerment. And so while today is not necessarily a pick a card reading, because I don't have the time at this very moment to do that, I do want to come on here and give a couple of positive messages. So if you've made it this far in my ramble, I think we're at like 20 minutes or something. If you've made it this far, thank you. And I'm just going to read you a couple of oracle stuff. I will eventually do some tarot card reading and pick a cards. I just want to be very careful about what the subject is and how I'm going to go about that. So if you have any ideas of things that you want, I think I only have like a few subscribers right now, so I know I'm not talking to 1,000 people, but I'm open to comments and suggestions about things. And if this is something that you can connect with and resonate with, if you've gone through some hard lessons in life and have had your heart broken, but you still have faith and hope that one day you will find your person, then welcome, and let's work on this together, you know? So let's not think about the relationship anymore and let's think about ourselves now. And what do we want to accomplish in our lives? How do we envision our life and our existence on this planet? And what is your soul purpose? And I don't know, let's just empower each other. So anyway, that's my ramble. All right, so if you've made it this far and you heard my little ramble about true love, twin flames, all of that wonderful stuff, let's bring it back to ourselves. And this channel is going to focus on self-love and self-empowerment, and for us to support and love each other. I'm hoping to grow a community where we can all, and regardless of gender, I do say a lot of woman empowerment things, just because that's something that I resonate, and I love that type of embrace and community. But everyone here is welcome. I'm gay. Y'all means all. So, man, woman, non-binary, everybody is welcome. But I will say that, yeah, I just want everybody to come in here with focus on love and loving each other unconditionally. There's this women's soul dance that I attend here locally, and it is the most unbelievable group of women, and it's just in a studio and we're all dancing to different songs, but there's like this amazing embrace and connection. It's a soul level connection. It's not romantic or sexual or anything like that. It's just so beautiful to find this community of people that I don't even know anyone's name, and there's so much unconditional, beautiful love there. And I'm hoping to create some sort of community like that here, where maybe with the guidance of some oracles or readings, tarot cards, and I want to be very mindful and careful of what my subject is going to be in regards to that, so that it's not creating more toxic, vicious cycle thinking and obsession and anxiety. So anyway, I'm going to read you the cards that I pulled here. These are by Sark. And this is, you are seen, you are known, you are loved. We forget how much our love matters. We think we travel unseen in this world. Actually, we are all acutely aware of each other. You are enough. You have enough. You do enough. We are all gifted. Inside of you are treasures. Here's why. You can wear a tutu, eat fruit naked, imitate a sheep, cut your own hair, cavort in the grass, drink lemonade, barefoot, discover inner wealth, climb tall trees, communicate with angels, multiply love, eat delicious food, listen to spiritual songs, reinvent how you are, receive countless blessings, deliver hope, make your creative dreams visible, breathe, surprise your fears, travel gently, reawaken love, forgive yourself, design a brand, new path. Inside of you are treasures. And the last one is, love calls on parts of you that cannot speak. Most of all, love yourself. And that's what I'm going to leave you with today. Thank you for being here. To my probably 2 viewers, you know, I'm here for you with much love. Shalom.